Hello everybody, welcome to the Kirby 64 100% tournament. I'm your host, Mr. Shasta, and I'll be commentating the whole time, basically. Right here we got Grample, who's currently, I think, 4th place on the leaderboard. And Tridenttail, who I know from running 80%, he's got a really good time in that category. But he hasn't really done 100% too much. I think he's more new to this category, so I'm looking forward to see what he can do at least. And on the SRL race, we are good to go. Hopefully in the restream, that'll catch up soon as well. Hello, true love. Oh yeah, I should probably, like, send the tweet out that I had just written here. There we go. Forgot how long the delay was for this. A lot of delay between when the race starts and when the restream catches up. I forgot about that entirely. And there we go, they're off. Cool. It's Kirby time, everybody. Oh, sorry. My bad. Anyways, it's Kirby time, everybody. So, y'all already know about this speedrun right here. There's a lot of people I know who've probably seen this run a lot before, but I'm gonna explain it anyways like you haven't because that's easiest for me. So what the runners are doing is using single fire here. You gotta press B, press A and B really quickly to puff out, and then press B again to just do another fire. Rinse and repeat, allows you to get across the screen very, very fast. Etc, etc. You'll see that a lot throughout the run. Rebel's already off to an early lead because you have a very solid single fire string right there. Being able to do that consistently is super, super important. I imagine Tridenttail from his 80% experience might be pretty decent at this as well, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. I don't know how recently he's run this game in general, especially 8%. But yeah. Shouts to fireworks, by the way. One of my favorite powers in general in this game. Big fan of fireworks. They just go boom and Kirby just kind of flails everywhere. Big fan of the song 1 too. This song is actually remixed in Kirby's Squeak Squad. Fun fact for you. It's in 6-2 in that game. It's probably my favorite song in that game as well. This room I actually have a problem with trying to get across it in one single fire. Rample's currently killing it though. He's got a lot of height going on there. I think he adjusted once, but he's also not losing height at all right now, so he's kind of just going in. He's just doing really well. So yeah, that was really smooth from him. Tridenttail is also up there as well. Not too far behind, it seems. Now, this platform that Tridenttail's going to go up to right now, you want to be like right up next to it so you don't just roll out in your face. It stays like a second or so, but it definitely matters early on. Now Rample's going into the big old void. Get this crystal shard right there. Bam. I think it's kind of silly in this game how I feel probably in order to not like reuse a lot, like in order to like not make a whole lot of new assets, all the main bosses in this game are just kind of giant versions of regular enemies. I don't know if that's like a laziness sort of thing, but I always find it to be kind of charming at least. Yeah, like Grample's doing here, he's kind of swagging out. You don't have to actually destroy his enemies as they come, except for the very last one, so you can just kind of chill out for a bit until that very last quote-unquote censored enemy shows up. What y'all think this enemy is, by the way? I have no idea. It's kind of like a raspberry Danish, except like overcooked. That's what it kind of looks like to me, I guess. Okay, Ice Dragon. He has two different patterns he can do, but but that pattern there is the easiest. The other pattern, he like jumps away after a little bit, but that one don't get worried about pretty much. Hey, we destroyed dark matter. The game's over. Hooray! GG's in chat, please. Ooh, the SpeedGaming rate for 6 and 9 viewers. Nice. Welcome everybody to Kirby 64 tournaments. This is currently a round 1 match between Grample and Tridenttail. Grample is the current 4th place runner of this game on the leaderboards. Tridenttail, I know from being pretty good at 8%. So I don't know how good his 100% time is, but he's pretty experienced in general for running this game. By the way, it should be a nice little race here. So yeah. Fun fact about Tridenttail as well too, because, well, you keep mentioning his name, but he's actually, I think, the world record holder currently for Diddy Kong Racing 100%, I want to say. Either like 1st or 2nd place, but he's really, really good at that game as well. He definitely has experience of running N64 games, that's for sure, so this game probably is no surprise to him at all. Love this little strat right here. It's kind of nonchalant, I just spit the circular right, the other circular, and combine them together to get double cutter. Which you absolutely need for a shard right here. Now if you do it correctly, it can like not hit the ground, which Grample did perfectly there. If you time that double cutter perfectly, you just don't hit the ground at all, which saves just a little bit of time. It's very cool. I love how this room looks. Then we just skip like most of it though, because we just kind of float up here. Like it's nobody's business. Bam. Yeah, so far runners keeping the pace of each other. With the amount of luck in this run could so far if like they keep about this far apart from each other, and like Tridenttail gets like really good luck and Grample gets bad luck, they can probably like get a lot closer. Oh, and Grample went for a fast DD, so that's why you wait there for a little bit. If you get the right luck, DD can just kind of jump up randomly, and you can just turn him faster. Like he'll just like float up there like to the top of the screen a bit faster. Didn't get there though, but it's okay. Always stays like a second or two, I think, but it's kind of worth going for in the run. Especially if you're going for like a PB and the run's really good. Now I got the first boss of the game here. This is Wispy. There's three Wispy Juniors here. You gotta deal with whatever luck they give you, essentially. Looks like Grample's electing to... Well, he was electing to jump over them. Hit them over and over again. That's for us to work out, though, in the end. That's it, and now Wispy himself has different luck he can give you. Grample got the best luck, which means he didn't get any apples or no puffs or anything. Wispy Woods can puff, which wastes a second, like that. And also he can use apples before he even sends out his roots. Which happened to Tridenttail there, unfortunately. Rest in peace. That's 5 seconds gone for Tridenttail, but it happens. Grample getting very solid luck, though. I don't think he got any extra puffs at all. I'm pretty sure the puff that happens with, like, after destroying that first set of roots always happens. Pretty positive that's the case. Tridenttail getting an extra puff there, though, unfortunately, but it happens. Yeah, still very solid. Now, with double fire, you want to be careful of when and where you use it. And also, you want to be aware of like if you're running or just jumping or not even moving at all when you use it, because doing all of those three things gives you varying like distances with double fire. So you want to make sure you just don't run into any enemies after you use it, basically. In the recent run, I actually missed this crystal shard that Grample's going up to here. I was just like, I swear, like a pixel too low or something. That just double fired right past it. It was very tragic. Alright, now the main boss right here. Big old little cactus man. The actual boulder hitbox, or the actual boulder has a hitbox, and then the explosion also does damage too. Sandros. This is the first real auto scroll of the entire run, so yeah. Big chillin' right now. Massive chillin', if you will. I want Grample to go for the swag. If you press up and down, like, on the controller at the same time when you're on the ladder there, Kirby doesn't move. Kirby doesn't move at all, pretty much. Like, his animation stays the exact same. He moves up and down the ladder. It's pretty hilarious. I want someone to go for it one of these days. And now right here is actually kind of a critical moment of the run. So, basically, we have Stone, and we need to combine it with Spark. But we could get hurt here, or Sparky could be a jerk and move out of the way. Thankfully, it wasn't gonna happen to Grample though, but if that happens, you lose. You have to redo the level. And that's super critical right now. Yeah, you need Spark and Stone for that right there, for that crystal shard inside the little structure. See happens to tridenttail here. And perfect, nothing bad happened at all. I really hate if anything like that happened to any runners during his tournaments. That's such an early demotivator for the run. Because it's like over a minute gone at that point. Like, that's probably like 2 minutes gone, given the auto-scroller and stuff. Thankfully nothing like that happened this time though, but yeah. I didn't even see it, but it looks like Grample. Oh, he went for it. Okay. Alright, so what Grample tried to go for there was fast. I guess what we call fast pillar. You can run past that pillar if you're like super fast, and do like very specific movements. It's really tight, but it saves just a little bit of time. It saves you having to wait for that pillar to go down, because you can go past the other pillars too. But yeah, unfortunate. It does bring the race a little bit closer though. That's for sure. Now we're gonna signal fire it up once again. I love this song, by the way. This is a song I always think of whenever I think of Kirby 64. I don't know why, I just kind of heard it a lot as a kid when I never went to my cousin's house to play this game. I never had this game as a kid, but this song I just remember vividly from that for whatever reason. It's nice. It's just very relaxing. Very comfy in general. This Signal Fire is a bit tough. See if Grandpa would nail it here. Oh, almost got it. That was really good. You want to get to that pillar there so you can just jump, so it just rises up so you can just jump a bit at the very end of it to get more heights, and Signal Fire all the way across again. It's very easy to lose height there though, and not be able to make it on top of that pillar, or get hurt by one of the 3 cap bars along the way, which are those green enemies there. That was really good though. Grabble's also taking it a bit more safely and just floating above, just way up here as well. I think he's gonna get this ice enemy, which we need for after this level, in order to combine it with the stone enemy to get curling stone. But for now, we need to not die in this room, because if we do, we lose ice, and that's really bad. There's also the first DD section in the run. There are, I think, 3 of these, if I recall correctly. This is where you control a DD who controls a bit more, just a bit slower if it was running. First, the same airspeed, I want to say, for the most part. He just got this big old hammer that breaks blocks and walls and stuff. These walls right here, it only takes one just regular hammer swing to break, but later on you can actually charge your hammer to break like thicker walls and stuff. So yeah. Hooray, Kirby didn't cry after this level for once. Hooray! Normally just mash A to get through that end screen there, and when you do that, you would usually just collect nothing, which means that Kirby just cries at the end of the level, which is very unfortunate. You don't want Kirby to cry. Kirby deserves the world. But yeah. After we combine ice with stone, it gives us curling stone. Curling stone has a cool property where if you run and then use it, you actually gain a little more speed than you would normally if you were just running. So we use that a lot throughout the run as a result, whenever we can. and wherever it's relevant to. Like right here, we use it because we need, because it's actually faster for the very end of this level in particular. We used to use, I think we used to use single fire for like this whole level before, but yeah. Oh no, before we used a drill to get the first crystal shard in that room. But all we need is just any sort of rock power, and that's where Coding Stone comes in. I think Coding Stone saves like 10 to 15. I think like it's like 10 to 15 seconds over using single fire before. I want something like that, something similar to that, which is pretty important for this game at this point. Given the world record and a lot of top runs are pretty dang optimized. Any sort of time to even get like this is just super important. So far, Grample is killing it with Curling Stone. Curling Stone can be very tricky to use, especially to optimize. He hasn't made a whole lot of mistakes with it just yet. What matters most is this very last room. Curling Stone doesn't save a whole lot of time overusing single fire, except for in this last room. This room right here is where it saves the most time. And perfect. You got the slant on the slope there, which allows them to just fall down a little bit faster and bonk on the wall. And your stone sinking in waters, so just imagine how that'd be faster than basically a balloon trying to fall down in water. So now I'm just gonna swim back to the very top of this room right here, where the very last crystal shard is on the left. If you hug the left wall, you just avoid all enemies up there as well. Now, if done correctly, you can get rid of your curling stone going into this loading zone. Perfect. Grample nailed it. It's a bit tight to do that without like just pulling out your power straight up. That was perfect. And now in 2-4 here, you want to be at 3 health or greater, which Grample is at the perfect amount of health for, because this allows you to get past the auto scroller without having to wait the entire time. Normally, you like flip an elevator here, but this allows you just not have to do that. And it saves like 5 or 10 seconds, I think. I hope tridenttail knows this, because he needs 1 more health for next level. So I hope he gets it in this gold game here. Let's see if he does it. Let's see if he knows. Yeah, he's going for it. Oh, he missed! No! Oh, that's a heartbreaker. Yeah, in this room here, my Grample's in, you want 3 health because, at least, so that you just hit off those cannons. The reason you do that is because otherwise you won't be able to actually float up the entire way. Kirby has a limit to how much he floats in this game, and getting hurt just bypasses that limit, essentially. Grample's not going for the sandwich. He does not care. He will not get hurt through the rest of this level. I like it. It's got the confidence. And that was water, moon, and fish. Fish is the second to last one. The luck in this room doesn't matter a whole lot. If you get cloud, which is the very last switch there, then it might matter just a little bit. Because you have to wait just ever so slightly to actually like collect the crystal shard when it spawns. But yeah. First main boss. Oh, he's going for the light bulb strats, okay. Is that new? I didn't know about that. I did not know that. I didn't know about that. That's like way faster. I should do that in my runs. So before, what I'm used to doing in that level. Oh, let's see if Triton can get this. No, he's not. Okay, that's a hard room. That's a very hard room to not die in, especially if you're newer to this category. Yeah, what you see for a mini boss there was we got rid of light bulb. It would just do 2 damage to that boss, and then we get spark from one of the enemies that spawns in. Then destroy it twice, get spark again, or combine with another enemy in that room to get double spark. And then we just move on from there. This is good for the boss. Only he does this in this time. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Why is that, Chris? Just curious. I had no idea this is even a thing. It's an attack like an Untitled? Really? Oh. Well, I learned something today in that case. Alright, so yeah, the beginning of the beginning of Pix is a complete auto-scroller. There are 2 safe spots you can be in, essentially, but... And Grample got the one he needed. And now he got the best luck as well, too, on the second phase, which is perfect. It's just perfect, really. So yeah, you want this luck here where Pix just kind of... What's he doing? Oh, he's swagging out. He is swagging out. He purposely didn't get a 1-cycle Pix. What the heck? He could have easily gotten that. But he just said no. And now he's paying for his insolence. Never mind, he got it now. He was paying for swagging. But yeah, Pix has a few patterns they can do. That spinning pattern that Grample got there for the second cycle is one you don't want. You want the one where Pix just kind of drops a bunch of balls on the ground, or a bunch of like orbs, I guess, that explode, whatever you want to call it. You want the pattern that Grample got first there. That one is there. It's pretty easy the 1 cycle if you know what you're doing. The other pattern that Pix can do is one where Pix like kind of swings a bunch of different like quote unquote swords around with all three triangles there. I don't know what to call it, but like that's what it always looks like to me. That one can also 1 cycle, but it's a bit trickier. But yeah, the dropping one's what you want. Tridenttail got very bad luck there, unfortunately. He did keep his double star, which is kind of good. And then he got the exact opposite luck that's Grample got. That's kind of funny. You should be able to 1 cycle this though, at least. Like that, and then just like green will do it if he just gets it. There we go. Perfect. Nice. 2 cycles pretty imminent for the luck that you got there, so we still take those. And the room Grample's in is really cool because you essentially scare that penguin to go in order to make it run to the right of the room, and then you single fire in the very top of the room. If you go too low, the Poppy Bros will throw a bomb on that penguin, and that will destroy it. And you do not want that to happen. That loses about 20 seconds. It happened recently in a run of mine, and it was not pretty. The rest of the run was like really good too, which is the unfortunate part. It probably could have PB'd, but that 20-second mistake costed just cost so much time. And now, use the Snowman Bomb here is actually pretty slow for the main boss, but you do need it for the shards, so it kind of is forced to use it. When I first saw runs of this game, I was like, why are you using Snowman Bomb here? That seems really slow. You can probably route that out or something. No, you can't. You can't route that out. It's impossible. But you want to kind of use it as soon as possible. Let's get to these little planks at the bottom here. And go boom, and Kirby go up. Get the shard, and then you go. Wabam. Is that a thing you do now? Like, you slide on these blocks, and then puff to get across it? That would save time. That seems really risky. I like it, though. I'm learning things today. Okay. Now we're gonna get the stone, just keep it for a bit. Be good old fat Kirby for a little bit. I have a friend who in my chat, it's literally just called Fat Kirby. It's just like Kirby with the power in his mouth. It's good. In this room though, you want in this room and the last room, you want to be on the wire as much as you can because it just speeds you up. That little bit of time it saves definitely adds up. Here the wire goes against you. You might be able to tell from the current. And there we go. Now we got Volcano, which we need for this mini boss here. Allows us to get the shard, breaks the block right above it, as you can see there. What are you? Oh! Ah, that's cool. Alright. I guess that would save time, yeah. These optimizations, though, I'm loving it. And now it's time for the first of 3 wildy... I'm not gonna call it complete auto-scrollers, because you can like save time in it just a little bit. You can save like a little bit of time in it. But it's essentially one of the 3 Wallaby auto-scrollers. Sometimes, so basically, you gotta jump on certain parts of the river. You also don't want to miss this shard here, because if you do, you have to redo the entire level. But, yeah. Certain parts of the river speed up the little, like, raft that Kirby and Wallaby are on. So you want to jump at those parts to maintain more speed. Like at the end of this next little waterfall here. You're able to zoom right to the very end. It's very minuscule, but it is a thing that you want to take a note of, essentially. If done correctly, you fall like way further down the waterfall than you normally would be able to. And now, time to dance. I don't know how far behind that is. But yeah, we want to have a Kirby. I was about to say we want to have a Kirby in our mouth. We want to have an enemy in our mouth so that Kirby kind of just doesn't flop on the ground whenever he goes off the waterfall. Saves a little bit of time and also allows us to just get past that one last enemy at the end of the room. Now, this last room that Grample's in is one of the hard rooms to actually optimize this entire run, I feel, because you don't get to do a whole lot of vertical movements in this game. This game is mostly like horizontal or downhill, and it can be very easy to fail this room as a result of that. That went very well, though, honestly. That was a very solid room from Grample, honestly. And now it's time for the level 3-3. Now, if y'all know about 3-3, this level has one of the bigger bits of luck in the run right at the end of it, or what could potentially be one of the bigger bits of luck in the run at least, and that is Rick. So essentially, you get Stone and Cutter right at the very end of a 3-3, and that gives you 1 of 6 animal friends, like from Dreamland 3 and all that. What you want is Rick, because Rick allows you to climb up the wall where a crystal shard is in the very last room. So I want y'all to get your guesses in for what try Rick these Easter eggs are gonna get. I'm personally gonna go 3rd try for Grample. I'm gonna go 1st try for tridenttail. I want him to get good luck. Hell, 3rd try is really good luck too. But yeah. I think my personal like record for like Rick tries is 22. I think it was 22 or 21. Well, it's somewhere in the early 20s. Looking for worst try, I think it's 27. So yeah, get your guesses in chat. Everybody in chat, even you lurkers, come on, let's do it. Get all the guesses in here. During this level, at least, there's like slap optimizations you can do, like flying off of the planks that rise up there in the last room. You also mash R to create power in your mouth as you're going into that little part there. But yeah. And now, Grample just got Stone. He's gonna find a Cutter enemy, a Bonefish in his next room. We're gonna hope that he doesn't miss it. If he does, he has to do the entire level again. So hopefully does not happen. Hopefully no one has it happen in the tournaments. There we go. Good stuff, Grample. Glad you got that. Alright, so second last room right here. A little bit of boss fight with Giant Caviar. And now let's see who gets it right. If anyone gets it right at all. Ooh, we got pitch on the way down there. Here we go. So, count with me, chat. If you want. 1, 2, 3. I got it wrong. I guess 3rd try. 4th try, though. So Tangerine Fish and Grimble got it correct. And Carrot Foot. Congratulations, everybody. Clap it up. Clap it up. 4th try is pretty good luck, though, honestly. I think anything worse than, like, 8th try at Grample's level, maybe even 9th try, would be a reset. I want to say. There's still a good amount you can actually save with like execution. It's not like even later on in the run where like the final 2 bosses are pretty dang luck based. You can still save a lot of time in execution along the way to make it the time loss you get from luck, especially as early on to the run. But yeah. Alright, so the tridenttail to miss this. I don't want to miss this. Please don't miss this. No one should miss this during tournaments. This would be the worst. Please. Yes, let's go. I don't want anyone to miss that ever. It's so scary in a no reset setting like this. It's also a little bit faster to use stone under wire there, or rather a stone cutter under wire there to fall down. It's also faster to use this fish here and put it above your head like this. Alright, so what's tridenttail gang? I guess first try for him. And it was not first try, rest in peace. Come on, third try. Nope. Don't get stuck here, please. Oh no. Fifth, that's 5. 6th try, okay, 6th try is fine. No one gets 6th try though, that's totally fine. No worries at all. I just saw someone guess 5'd. What the heck? I just saw that. Hope someone gets 5'd try during this tournament. Yeah, 4th try and 6th try, that's honestly pretty good still. It's not exactly what you want, obviously, but it's not bad. Not bad for sure. So there's a crystal shard in this room that's right past the pole that Grample's coming up to right now. You want to get this one a bit faster. That personally I'm scared of doing. You want to just like jump off the pole and then immediately suck in, which allows you to hold all your upwards momentum. And that allows you to get the shard a bit faster. However, if you miss it, you have to do the whole level again, so that one scares me to do in a no reset especially. There we go. We got bombfish early. Grandpa got bombfish early on in that room, which allows us to essentially beat the mini boss a bit faster. I've been having it recently where I bombed that mini boss inside that hole, and like my 3rd or 2nd bomb just hits like the top of the hole and it just explodes there, which basically means rip the quick kill. That's a good quick kill at least from Grample. Now the rocks in this room are completely random. Sometimes you just kind of get screwed. More than anything else, though, you don't want to get hurt twice, because if you get hurt twice, your power is gone. Your bomb is just gone now. You don't want that, because bomb is very, very good for Acro, the next boss coming up right here. I don't know why Grandpa got that star, but okay. might have been simpler or something. So here's Acro. So, whenever you use bomb in this game, you throw it downwards. You just kind of toss it. That's why it's so good for Acro. Because Acro kind of just stays below you for most of this, if you play it correctly. So yeah, first phase is already done. So we're just moving on to the second phase. It takes a little bit to start up. The whole arena has to crumble in order to actually move on. And yeah, fun fact, Acro is Orco spelled backwards. Very creative naming scheme, if you will. It's like naming a cobra Ekans, for instance. That's a snake. That's like naming a snake Ekans, for instance. Or Arbok, or like a cobra Arbok. Like, who would do that? I messed up my joke. Whatever, doesn't matter. Never mind. I will be shamed forever. Clip that, it's over. Anyways, boss fight done. Grandpa, you can get 2 different you can get 2 different attack patterns from Acro there at the end. Grandpa got the most optimal one where it just keeps going along the bottom there instead of stopping in the middle, then going to the background. See how live stream feels. Dang, dude, it's over for me. I've been exposed as someone who loses their train of thought easily. Yeah, I like this first room here in 4-1 because you just do a lot of execution in it as just plain old Kirby. It's hard to optimize as a result of that, but it's nice. The first shard just right past his first door, just drop down. Simple as that. Give a little suckle on the way so you don't plop on the ground. Saves just a little bit of time. Now using a signal fire we got in this room, we're gonna hopefully gets a really fast cycle in the next room. It's very hard to do, though. Will Grample go for the very, very fast one, or will he go for something else? I think he's going for, like, the fastest cycle here. I think he is, which means, yeah, there we go, he got it. So, perfect. If you jump in that first vine, you're able to just get, like, way past it. Oh, and he actually missed that last vine there. He was just barely short of it. If you're able to get on top of that very last vine, you can get a bit more speed into the boss fight here. That was really nice from him, though, even still. Oh, I missed tridenttail's luck there. You got Acro. Krako's not even in this game. It's one of the few games Krako's not even in the Kirby series. I don't even know. I missed what you got there, though. Rest in peace. Very nice from there from Grample as well. That second last room in 4-1 is like really, really hard. Those spires get so close to you, and those little dinosaurs at the end can very easily hurt you too if you're not careful. And getting hurt really quickly in that room is not good, because very easy to lose your power into the abyss. But that was good. Now we're getting stone at the end here to combine with Bomb, which we're going to a previous level to get, so yeah. There's no way to really route this out as far as we're aware. But you have to go back to 2-4 to combine your stone with Bomb. And then you keep this power here, Dynamite, throughout the entirety of 4-2 until one of the very last rooms. And that will allow you to get this crystal shard in that room, essentially. But for now, we got another little friend bonding session here. As we've all been here before, we all have ever been minecart with your best friend. I know we've all been there before, but what's your favorite memory from minecarting? I love the time we found gold randomly. Didn't think it existed, but apparently we did. It was cool. I don't know. Kind of same deal here with like it's kind of the same deal here as with the 3-2 auto-scroller quality as well. Sometimes you can gain a little more speed by jumping at the right time here, so you want to just kind of do that. It's more prevalent in 3-2 though, I think. I don't really notice it as much in 4-2, but it probably does help a little bit. Yeah, for all of 4-2, for this room and next rooms afterwards, we'll just be running for all of it. And do your best just not to stop whenever you can. In this case, that slide past that quote-unquote swamp is just so we can move a bit faster out of the way. Just to get right on the other side of it easily. Of course, in this room, with all the wire here, you want to make sure you're going with the current as much as you can. And when you're going against the current, you want to just keep jumping. And also avoid the enemies at the very top of the room, too. I feel like this is a room that's pretty tricky for newcomers, especially. And right at the end of this room here that Grample's in is where you need dynamites. It's where your long, arduous journey to get a particular power ends. Is he trying to hit the bomb in that cat bar there? Ooh, that would be fast. Also, right there we throw a dynamite so we don't plop on the ground again. Which is pretty important to do. Let's see if we can nail the dynamite throw right here. It's like he's got the right angle and perfect. You want to put it right on top of an enemy because it allows it to explode way faster. Otherwise, you have to wait like 5 seconds for it to explode. And this room right here is perfect for dynamite actually because 24 of these slime enemies spawn, and you need to kill them as fast as possible. And thankfully, your health doesn't matter a whole lot in that room because there's a tomato right afterwards in the next room. In this case, though, we want to make the fastest cycle as we can. This one right here, Gramble's going past, is very important because you can die right there if you're not fast enough. Ah, rip the little guy, no! Dang, dude, F in the chat. Yeah, Dynamite's explosion's very big, so like, It makes that one room super trivial as a result. Getting a 4-3 here, if you spit the first enemy against the second enemy there, you get drill. Very easily. That's a very easy power to get. And if you lose drill in, like, before 5-4, before factory, that's the backup for that level. You just get drill right there again. Because the tile screen, or the file select screen says 100% if you get all the crystal shards. You don't need the cards for 100%. So if you want to do a 3-hour plus long speedrun of RNG grinding 1-1, plus getting all the crystal shards, go for it. Because that's what you'd be doing if you get all the cards as well. Is grinding 1-1, because this is the fastest level to grind for cards. The worst part is that sometimes you don't actually get a new card. It just gives you a card you already have again. So you're just wasting like 2 minutes there if you get bad luck. It's super unfortunate. I've tried it before myself, not the run, but just card grinding in general. It's not fun. Also, 4-3 has some pretty tricky rooms in general. Oh, nice. I forgot to even call it out, but Grandpa got pizza there. You can get 3 patterns on that easel there. That Adeline's painting. Pizza is the second fastest pattern of 3. It's the middle speed essentially. Nice little strat there at the end as well too from Grandpa. To get rid of a lot more of the blocks. You want to form just a pizza pattern there. The patterns you can get are top hats, which is the fastest pattern. It's a little bit faster than pizza, like optimal pizza, I mean. And then you don't want parasol ever. Parasol is just super slow. Don't want that at all. Last Rascal Char is right down here. There we go. Now Grandpa needs to not mess up with Cone Stone. They should be good for the very end. I'll read it once again because it's relevant in this level and the next one too. Cone Stone's a bit faster than normal movements if you run and then use it. That's what Grandpa's doing the whole time here, essentially. He's running before he uses it every time, and that allows him to just get a little more speed. Like 4-3, 4-4, and 2-3 are some of the hard levels to optimize as a result of that. Because having optimal Cone Stone movement is pretty tricky to do. Really just any level that has you going as normal Kirby and not just like single or double fire the whole time is pretty hard. Pretty hard to like get good times in it, at least. I love I do this room as well too. Like you have to go on some super thin platforms in order to actually get through this room optimally. Like this one for instance. And those 2 like fire moves at the end there are also very tricky to get past optimally because if you mess up before them, you have to wait a few seconds because you can't get past their fire otherwise. Now it's time for the DD section. I mentioned earlier, back in, I think 2.2 or 2.3, how you can charge your hammer. That's relevant right here for this DD section. Because these thick stone pillars can only be broken, or rather can be broken optimally with a charge swing, rather than doing 2 swings like you saw there. These thinner ones, though, are broken with 1 swing, easily every time. Now, for his crystal shard in this room here, you want to like jump and then charge your hammer. Not allow you to break this that little pillar up there. It's also very easy to mess up your run here and get hurt while doing that slow jump charge thing, but you gotta do twice in this case. Oh, I completely missed what tridenttail got for his luck there. Looks like I completely just missed that. Oh no, rip. I wanted to see what he got there too. Oh, it's fine. You got hat. Okay, that's best luck then. Thank you, Chad. I appreciate it. Heck yeah. I don't want parasol even my worst enemies there. I don't have any like enemies at all in the Kirby 64 community. But like, yeah. Unless someone wants to volunteer to hate me or something. But yeah, I wouldn't wish Parasol on my worst enemy if I had one. By the way, we need any sort of ice power to break this stone right here, which is really weird considering the stone that stone is like brown and red. You'd think that'd be like using volcano to break that, but no. You just need any sort of ice power. It's not really clearly explained by the game, but yeah. That's why we have Curling Stone all the way through 4-4 there, and also in 4-3 as well. So in particular, you want Double Fire just for the very last room, but it's also really, really useful to get through this room too. Yeah, it really does, you gotta agree. I'm not a fan of that one. That one tripped me up when I first played this game. It tripped me up a lot, honestly. I had no idea how to get that, and eventually someone just told me because I tried everything. Alright, so this very last room here, there's 3 sets of blocks. We need a double star of any kind to break them. That's why we keep double fire. That's why I get double fire there for that room and the last one. And the previous room, I mean. Okay, now we get Kyra at the very end through those bonefishes, and we're gonna get Fire Sword for Magman. Now Magman has 3 different attack patterns he can do. One pattern allows you to get 2 hits, another one allows you to get 3 hits, and one allows you to get 4 hits. Now obviously you want the 4 pattern to the 3 pattern, or vice versa. Oh no! That's another thing too right there, is that you can get bad luck on the Magoos, which are those fire enemies, and just have them spawn really far away from you. And when that happens, well, yeah. You just have to redo the level. Oh, that's a good backup, I never knew about that one. You just gotta get Fire Sword again at that point, which means you have to get Cutter again. That's a cool backup, you don't have to worry about the Magoos anymore then. Okay. I would have personally gone to 1-2 there if that was me, but now that I know about that backup, I will not do that. This is a 2-hit pattern here. The lava just takes forever to come towards you essentially. And then you got the 4-hit pattern, so you should be able to kill him right here if you play it correctly. And nice. There we go. You just want the hitbox of that Fire Sword just be behind you the whole time, just so you can get the hits in a lot more easily. That's all I really want to do more than anything else. And now Magman has 3 different patterns he can do for his second phase. We're gonna hope for the one that, yeah, okay, this is the perfect pattern. This is the one you want. The stones are randomly fall down there, but you can still avoid them pretty easily for the most part, unless you get just really bad luck there. All you need to do is get 2 hits during that phase, and then throw your double star at Magman to kill him a lot faster. That's perfect. There's a pattern that from Magman that I hope that tridenttail does not get, where Magman kind of just goes, like, sinks into the floor, like Get Out style, and just like goes to the other side of the screen and throws stuff at you. That's what you don't want, and it wastes a ton of time. I hope tridenttail does not get that one. Fun fact about this room at Grample's End is that this is the only place, like all the way through 5-4, where you can get fire. You can get fire in 5-4 and 5-1 in Shiverstar, but that's it. After this room, you want to hope they don't lose it, because you're gonna lose a lot of time otherwise. We're gonna keep fire through at the very least 5-1. So yeah, it's super important. It's even worse than 8%, because in 8% you want to keep fire for like all of this world, and if you lose it, it's like really, really bad. This is the very last Wall D section as well too. This is a bit more reasonable activity. I know tandem sleds exist. Like, this is something you could be doing if you're best friends. Which, fun fact, Wall D is canonically your best friend in this game. Kirby's best friend, I mean, but yeah. This last Wall D section as well is a bit hard to get health in. The Grandpa got all 3 health, which is nice. That last cake you have to jump a little bit early for. Same deal with like the 2 health pickups you can get earlier in level 2. So if you're running low on health here, Yeah, you just gotta be aware of those existing. It's a little hard to get them though. Alright, let's see what tridenttail gets. I missed his first pattern there. You got the same luck as Grample did. Nice. That's good. Yeah, I got a little bit hecked there at the end with like 4 rocks spawn on top of him, but it's okay. Still fine, honestly. Still fine. This room is really tricky optimized too. Mostly because of the very last part of this room where you have to go underwater. You go right into this little crack here. This little crack in the ice. Now underwater, you don't want to land on the ground at all. If you do, you'll start flowing upwards a bit, which Grample did, it looks like, so you just have to not use fire here for a second. There we go. He's not able to get into the hole very easily though, but looks like he pulled it off pretty well at least. And getting out of the hole is really the hardest part for me. I never able to actually get out of that hole without getting hurt there. The Gordo's usually like right up next to you, and that ice enemy is super close as well. Now this last room's all just about like just getting past it quickly. You could float the top of this room here and then just keep single firing across the way until you're able to get past this this little snake of a boulder up here. Like until you get the height to get past it at least. Or you could like go along the platforms and single fire across the way, refreshing along the way with the platforms. Whatever you want to do. Grample took it the safe way and just stuck to the very top of the room. I think either way is pretty similar in speed, but I'm not too sure personally. Now I love this song here in 5.2. It's the remix of Butter Building, which is near and dear to my heart as someone who's, well, first grew up with Nightmare in Dreamland, second, that's in that game a ton. But yeah, big fan of this song personally. In this first room here, you want to like go right below the platforms and then just maintain your height here. And hopefully if you do it correctly, you're able to get this crystal shard and not really land the ground. And just keep doing a bunch of these aerial single fires. They land on the ground here and just go across the room once again. These little puffs of wind just allow you to get up higher like this. No problem at all. Oh no! Those dactyls are a bit tricky at the end there too. Now this crystal shard is another one where if you miss it, you might have to redo the whole level. Because if you're too late time to E-press, you just advance through this room and you have to go back to get it later. Thankfully Grample didn't do that. That is a concern to have. The timing for which direction you want to go is a bit weird. At least from my experience with this. Maybe I have a little bit of input lag I deal with whenever I play this game, but I don't know. I have a little trouble with that personally. But yeah, in this room here we're gonna get Needle. Just get rid of fire, get Needle, and then keep it all the way through most of this room and the next room as well. Now let's hope and pray. Let's hope and pray that the Sparky in this room here does not jump off the ledge or like play funny business and destroy his Needle, which can happen. It's very random. The Sparky is a big killer. Let's just hope that he behaves. I really hope he does. It's coming up very soon. Should be... Oh, we missed the block. Oh no. Fine. It's fine. No big deal. Alright, Sparky, what's up? Oh no! Yeah, he fell right into the pit. Looks like Grandpa's electing to spawn him this way. And he falls into the... He's... Okay, come on. Oh, there we go. He fell into the pit again. Unfortunate. I would have spit right there, personally. He went for it anyways. Okay. Nice little safe strats. I like it. That's a nice little safe strat for a spawning him. I'm a fan of that. I never seen it before. And now the main boss at the very end of this level. First off, you need Needle and Spark in order to actually break the block inside this main boss, so you can get the crystal shard spawns there. Second, it's random where it comes from. If you get very lucky and execute its pattern well, you can just straight up like get one cycle on that boss. Otherwise, it'll go into the wall or into the grounds and just disappear. And then come back through a different random part of the wall. Grample played that very well, though. That's nice. He was 5-3, one of my favorite levels in the game, honestly. I love this little Mullis tag going on here. Also, one of the trickier levels to optimize because you're kind of just moving the whole time as just regular Kirby. So you can lose a lot of time from just random small stuff throughout this entire level. Pretty much. I don't know if it made any sort of sense, but yeah. This room especially, if you die in this room, like later on especially, it's really, really tricky. You have to redo the entire thing. This room is really long. There's like these elevators. I learned recently actually like sliding into them is faster than what we used to do, which is just jumping into them. Jumping into them and then like turning around. You want to get Needle here for a mix later on as well too. I guess sliding to them is like just... Well, sliding in general is fast in this game because it allows you to just gain a little bit more speed before going off the ledge. Let's see what luck Tridenttail gets here real quick as well too, going back to him. Hopefully Sparky's not heck him. Almost there actually, I was a little early calling that. Looking good so far, looking good. Don't... Okay, good, he didn't throw it. Thank goodness. I was just afraid he was gonna throw it right there. There we go. That's good luck, honestly. And nuts, cherry, and orange. Unfortunate. So you don't want orange at all from this luck here. Orange is the very last peg. It's the very last possible peg to hit. So you have to go back for the crystal shard spawns in the middle of the room if you get that. Which wastes like a second or two. And grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter a whole lot, but it could come into play, I guess. It is something to worry about. And then right here he's gonna combine Needle and Spark. Or not Needle and Spark. Needle and Stone. Which is Drill. Which we'll need for 5-4. Looks like right now the runners are about 2 minutes apart from each other as well. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. But yeah, just want to give a little brief update on that. Liking how so far Tridenttail's keeping the pace of grample as well. I'm not sure what Tridenttail's PB is currently in the 100%. I mentioned earlier he has a pretty good time in 8%, so he is familiar with running this game. And just the general mechanics of it. But yeah. Now his last room, these Shatsos have aimbot. Straight up. It will aim at wherever you're going if you're just running in a straight line, essentially. You want to just kind of trick them into, like, shooting a different parts, or just, like, jumping out of the way last second, so they don't hit you every time. He's minus 222 in PB. Dang, let's go. Hopefully he maintains this run in that case and just gets a big PB. That'd be really cool. For his first room here, you want to put your power in your mouse, so you don't get an animation of Kirby climbing down the ladder. Saves you still a little bit of time. And then you shoot drill downwards, break a little blocks right there, and now you're good. And then you're gonna keep this fire through hopefully all of this level. Or like, a good amount of it, I mean. At the very least through his DD section, because it saves time afterwards especially, but yeah. This DD section is the hardest one in the whole game, because you can get one hit killed here by any of these hammers that fall down in the backgrounds. Also, can I get a sire please in the chat for this song? I love factory music so much. I feel like everybody does, but it's just so nice. It's such a good song. You just want to make these cycles as fast as you can. If all goes correctly, you could you essentially run past 3 of these hammers and like wait for 3 of them. If you're really good and do one part correctly, you could just not wait for one of these hammers and like run past 4 of them. But it's a very tight strat, and it's definitely a world record strat if anything. So yeah, it's just safe to just go for 3 there. Still saves a lot of time regardless. There we go, we got past the swamp. You want to get Cutter here. Combine with a spark that's off screen later on in this room. So yeah, right here is a spark enemy. It's off camera. We combine power with that and get lightsaber, which is my personal favorite power in the game. We can use it to break that little cage there, so get the shard in a little bit. Then we're gonna hit this bird 4 times. Get a Magoo out of the lava there, get fire, and just move on. And I'll use this for the rest of this level up until the very end of it. For now, we got the Crusher room. Another one-hit kill room inside the factory. Same deal as the hammers. If you get caught underneath it, you just get one-hit killed and you have to restart the whole room. The factory in general is a very not beginner-friendly level, I feel, because of these rooms. But yeah. If all goes correctly, you make these fast cycles here, which Grample's currently doing well on. The first 2 cycles I feel the hardest, but afterwards it gets a little bit easier. That was very nice there. Then the last shard's actually in this room right here. I missed it casually when I first played this game. I feel like it's a little bit easy to miss. You can essentially just run like to the right past where these robots are that try to crush you in this room. And right past that one there is a crystal shard. I just completely didn't see it. And right here we're just gonna get Spark for the boss coming up. Which, let's hope and pray we get good luck here. Because HR is one of the biggest bits of, one of the most RNG heavy bosses of the entire run. So, the optimal pattern for HR is you want a slap, a clap, and then a slap. That gives you 6 hits in HR and allows you to kill them 3 in just 3 cycles. But it's completely random. That's gonna start there at least. So the slap is 1 hit, and you can get up to 4 with the clap, as you saw there that Grample got. Grample got 4 hits there, which is perfect. Right now we want 2 slaps. However, you can't get the same attack twice in a row. So optimally, you actually want like a slap, then a laser, then a slap again. And there's a slap. Cool. Nice little 5 cycle from Grample. Stuff. If you hug the left side of the room as HR is coming back up, you actually go right to where HR would, like, just stops at the very beginning of that phase. I'll say you want to vote for Bulby during HR. You want to slap. Just Jimmy Neutron. What a weird show. Yeah, overall good fight from Grample. Tridenttail is currently going into the giant bird fight there. He has to wait for a bird to come back out of the hole, unfortunately. Which, like, that happens. Sometimes that bird just doesn't cooperate or messes up just slightly, and he just gets carried away. It happens, honestly. Although the crush room goes well for Tridenttail as well. This room is very brutal to die in, especially if you die like right at the very end of it. Also, fun fact about 6-1 here: it's the exact same level layout as 1-1, the first level in the game. Just different colors, different enemy placements, and other stuff like that. This is kind of the point of the game where like everything's getting messed up because of our main villain in the game, Dark Matter, aka O2, who is the secret final boss we unlocked from me 100%. This is kind of where things start getting a little more messed up in the world. So yeah, and looks like Tridenttail is through the crusher. Nice. Also, we need this needle right here to combine with this Papa Bros. Gives us needle and bomb, which gives us a exploding Gordo, which we need for this right here. However, we don't need any more, so we're just gonna get rid of it at the end of this level, just like that. Oh, what's fire and spark? I forget. Oh, it's the thing where you like rub your head and run across. That's what it is. I was wondering what that was for a second. Hey, you got a card though. Nice. Let's hope Tridenttail gets good HR luck. HR is so brutal. So you don't. By the way, you don't need Spark. You only need Spark for a shard right there. So let's go back to the 6th one real quick to get it. We're actually gonna combine it real quick with this bonefish at the end of this room here, before we get out of the water. And that'll give us Lightsaber, which we're gonna use for 6-3 as well. I love Lightsaber. I mentioned that earlier, but it's my favorite power in the game. It's so fun to use. Yo, going through that part without Lightsaber though. That does save the frames. That's cool. Alright, so tridenttail. I missed the first part of the fight, but looks like you got a slap and I think a clap so far. She's got 2 hits left for HR, and got the clap. This should be the last 2 hits here, if he doesn't mess it up. There we go, perfect. I didn't see his luck. I assume it was a 4 cycle. I want to say it was a 4 cycle, but I wasn't looking entirely. It felt like it to me though, at least. Which is really good luck. Like I said, you could get a 3 cycle in that fight if you're very, very lucky, but it's all up to chance, really. I had a PvP run yesterday, like a few years ago in this game, that's got like I think like a 8 or 9 cycle HR, which killed the entire run at that point. I was close to PB, but oh well. It's a very brutal boss fight, but thankfully both his runners got good luck on it. But right there at start that Grample just got, you need Lightsaber for in particular. That's why we have it. Also for the next level too, which saves a lot of time in that level. Alright, it's time for 6-3, which has my personal favorite song in the game right here. I love the bass line of the song so much. I'm jamming out here. You can't see it because there's no webcam for commentary, but I'm jamming out. Yeah, we're just gonna take Lightsaber and just kind of swing it back and forth through all these rooms. That's the general strategy here. It looks simple, but it's a bit trickier to do because it's all about timing your hits as they spawn. First next room, we gotta do 10. Thing to know as well too is that the crystal shard for each all 3 crystal shards spawn in the 1st, 3rd, and 5th enemy rooms essentially. So there's gonna be one in this next room. Which in this case, I love the strat for this room. So we use Lightsaber for his first 3 hits. We take Lightsaber, throw across the room that cat bar, get this fire, pull it out, combine with Needle, get arrows, fire in the middle of the room, get the shard in the middle of it, get the spark, get it, put in front of your put above you, and get then cutter. And now we have Lightsaber once again. I love that strat so much. It's so good. Now, I personally have a lot of trouble with these last two rooms here. Excuse me. Because it's really hard to time your hits so you can destroy all 3 of those enemies that spawn there. But that was perfect for Grample. That was really nice. This last room especially is really hard because like they spawn a little bit weirdly. Right? They're all at varying heights. But so far Grample's killing it. Oh, I missed that one there. Yeah, it happens. It's very easy in this one. He just turns to destroy it. Okay. Yeah, good level overall from Grample though. And now for Miracle Matter, the second last boss fight in this run. It's a very, very random boss fight, but what we want here is we want the spark pattern or the cutter pattern to appear. So again, let's hope and pray. Let's get some good luck here. Hopefully, get spark or cutter, preferably spark. Didn't get it. He's trying for it again. All right, let's go. What are we getting? Oh, we got spark. Yo, it's perfect. That's a good idea. I should do that from now on. That's a good idea. Just trying again if you don't get the luck you're looking for. I like that. So I think I get Needle afterwards. Needle's very easy with 1 cycle. Bomb is very hard though. You gotta essentially hope that the bomb appears in front of you. Oh, that's really bad. Yeah, you don't get 1 hit there. Bomb takes 2 hits to kill, rather than just 3 like every other phase of Miracle Matter does. There's the cutter, by the way, which if we got that earlier, while we still had Lightsaber, that would have saved us a lot of time. But oh well. Here we're getting double ice, which allows us to basically burst a bit and just destroy ice phase a little bit faster than just using single ice. You can get a few different patterns from fire here. The Grample got the best one, thankfully. You can get one where you just go to the random corner of the room and just like spits fire like in 4 directions. And you can't have one cycle of that fire pattern. Thankfully, you didn't get that one though. I love that stone strat there too. That one's really cool. In the end, all we had left was bomb. So honestly, pretty good Miracle Matter. Not the best, given the luck, but it's still very, very good. And nice. Now we got all the crystal shards in the game. We are revealed who the true villain of the game is. It's not Miracle Matter, technically. It is Dark Matter. If y'all know, by the way, Kirby 64 is at the end of what we like to call the Dark Matter trilogy. The final bosses of Kirby's Dream Land 2, 3, and 64 are all found through a quote-unquote best ending. Otherwise, it's just like King Dedede in Dreamland 2 and 3, I think. But in reality, it's actually a bigger entity. In this case, being Dark Matter. In this case, Dark Matter takes the form of O2. Who we have to hit 3 times in the singular eyeball here in order to get past its first phase, and then we hit the Halo 10 times. Then the bandage once top of his head. And if done correct, and then we get to the very bottom of him, which we go to the very bottom of him essentially, which has us hit this little green spike thing here. But if done correctly, Grample gets what's called a 1-cycle O2, which if we get good luck, O2's halo does not spawn on the very top of his head, which allows us to hit this band-aid. And unfortunately, Grample missed it, but it's luck, so it's honestly fine. It's not a big deal whatsoever. But if done correctly, that saves 15 seconds, because it allows us to get back to his last phase a lot faster. We have a little setup for it, but it's still very, very tricky. It's like tridenttail's going to 6-3 now with level 2. And see if we can get it right here. It's gonna be really tight. There we go, nice. GG's the Grample. Good little 2-cycle on O2. The luck he got there had that spike coming in a bit faster than he probably wanted. But thankfully, he got enough damage on him fast enough in order to do that, in order to destroy O2. So, very nice. 110.40 is a very, very nice time. That's actually personally 4 seconds off my PB. Very good stuff from Grample there. And Sorello's a 110.42 as well. So yeah, good job, good job. Now we hope and pray that tridenttail gets good luck on Miracle Matter, and also if they has a nice little 6-3 here. I want him to do the cool strat here. So yeah, if done correctly, hit these first. Ready once again. Hit these first 3 enemies here, or 4 in this case. You can throw the thing across the way. It's totally fine. You want to get needle, fire needle, which gives us arrows. Go to the middle of the room again. And then get spark right here. And then last time it happens to be a Sir Kibble, which gives us lightsaber once again. Just like that. Now his last rooms are very tricky. I hope that these go pretty decent for tridenttail. He's keeping the pace for sure, Grample, and that's very respectable to do. I mentioned earlier, but Grample is 4th place currently in this game. And tridenttail's probably still in PB pace, I want to imagine. I saw he had some unfortunate things happen in 6-1 and 6-2 with him. But I imagine he's still probably on PB pace. He had a big lead earlier. But I'm not sure. I'm not watching his stream currently. But so far he's doing pretty well, at least. This last room especially is very tricky. Oh, and Grapple's doing 100-yard hop. Yo. It's minigame time, everybody. I love it. I'm gonna keep. I can change. I can switch audio for this, but I'm not going to. I love the audio for this. Gourmet ratio. Yeah, let's hope for good luck on Miracle Matter here. Let's hope for good luck. And tridenttail got it. Yo, both runners got spark first. That is the best luck you want. That's like the best luck you can get early on. Tridenttail did not get Cutter though, which is a bit unfortunate, but that's random. It's totally fine. struggling to get ice as well too. Hopefully it's okay. Yeah, he missed one cycle ice. That's a bit unfortunate, but it happens. See if we get the one cycle needle. You can't buffer the jump as far as I'm aware. But you have to like jump and needle there. Ooh, what's ice and needle? I actually don't know. What is that? Someone tell me. What's ice and needle? Pop quiz. Oh, he's getting really bad luck on your Chimera, unfortunately. Yeah, because that's the power you don't want from fire there. You can get 2 hits. You can get 2 hits with that power, and you can't get all 3 of them like you'd want there. Snowflake, okay. I totally forgot that power existed, honestly. Thank you. Nice little one-cycle stone, though, at least. He has not gone bomb yet, though, which is good. So bomb last is great because bomb is hard to actually 2-cycle. So if he gets bomb last, then that's really good. That'd be what you want in this case. And you got Cutter right here. It might happen as long as he 1-cycles Cutter. And nice. Nice little 1-cycle there. Oh, that's good set for 1-cycle. 1-cycle bomb at least. Can you get it? Oh, he got it. Nice. Don't only say the few seconds in this case because he got bomb last. But if he missed the 1-cycle there, which is really tight at bomb, he could just immediately hit bomb again right then, which saves the time. Oh, 4 idlings. I just noticed on Grample's screen. Yeah. Good stuff. I don't know if tridenttail knows how to do Oh no! Don't do that. Let's say I don't know if tridenttail knows how to do 1-cycle O2. But I guess we'll have to wait and see on that one. He's going for a tomato though, which is a really good idea. If you're very low on health, especially in a race setting, you definitely want to get the tomato there. Because you don't get healed after Miracle Matter, unfortunately. There you go. Yeah, I don't know if tridenttail knows how to do 1-cycle O2 at all. But I guess we'll see. The general strats for like each phase of a O2 is you just want to like go to the side. Personally, I spam down left over and over again as I'm hurting the eyeball, just to get out of the way of the explosions there, and then just kind of move around, like over and over, just move all the way around this spike here at the end. It's usually the safest strat for me. Now, if we get good enough luck here and the spike doesn't go in too fast, you could just get a regular 2-cycle, which I think tridenttail's going for. Yeah, he's going for that. I didn't know if he knew how to do 1-cycle O2 at all. It's been more of an advanced strat, I feel. But yeah. 2-cycle is always very nice. All just depends on what luck O2 gives you with how fast that spike goes in at the end. Yo, Grample, you should play the other minigame, the basket one. That's my favorite one. For the music alone, I mean. Alright, almost done. And GG to tridenttail. Nice. 117.11's good. I just really got 117.12. Good stuff, good stuff. GG's to both runners. Let's get GG's all around in the chats. My favorite checkerboard chase. My favorite music among the 3 minigames is the basket one. I forget what it's called. That one's really good. That's like one of my favorite songs in the game, actually. Yeah, good stuff to both runners. GG's all around, everybody. Let me pull up real quickly what the situation's looking like for upcoming matches, and we'll sign off after that. Oh yeah, that's right, duh. Otherwise I was thinking there's something else. I actually have my match for this tournament. It coming up in about 2.5 hours from now. Looks like it'll be on the main channel unless something changes last second. It should be on SpeedGaming 1. It'd be me versus Zappe. So I'm seeing 9th in this tournament, Zappe is seeing 8th. Zappe, I think, is 9th on the leaderboards. He has like a low 110. I have a mid 110 on the leaderboards, so it should be a very close race. If PBs say anything about it, at least. But yeah, that should be nice. Looks like it's going to be in SpeedGaming 1, if nothing changes, at least. So stick around for that. Otherwise, in the tournament, Grample moves on to winners quarters. We'll face off against A Cyril, who I think is actually 5th in this game, right below Grample. So it should be a really, really close race as well. But yeah, stick around for the next 2.5 hours for the next match. Other than that, we have so far scheduled on Sunday at 12 a.m. EST, aka 9 a.m. PST. We had Dark Riello 27 versus Rekapin 32. I don't know Rekapin's PB, but Dark Riello is 3rd currently in this game, so that should also be a really good one. We're just getting all of the round 1 matches out of the way right now currently, as we just started tournaments just earlier this week. That should be other than Marie versus Malieve and Christma versus Run of the Week. That should be the last match of round 1. Other than these 2 matches that are not the last match of round 1, that should be the last match of round 1. Yes, those are the words I said. What am I saying? We're almost done. We're almost done with round 1. How about that? We're in the latter half of round 1 now. How about that? Round 1 winners, I mean. Otherwise, in losers, we have Quo versus Dark Soul. That should still need to be scheduled at some point. Hopefully soon enough, because that's like a losers round 1, and everybody else is gonna be in losers round 2. But yeah. For now, that should be it for this entire tournament today. Actually, it's in 2.5 hours. It's at 8 p.m. PST. But yeah. I think in that case, I can probably sign y'all off. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all around. This has been Mr. _Shasta. Y'all have a good night, everybody.